Hello everybody, it's Brian for GadgetUnit.com, and in this video I'll be showing you 10 reasons to jailbreak your iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch. These are in no particular order, and the first one is that you can customize your home screen layout. So as you can see, I just have 2 rows of icons with my regular dock below that. That's so that I can reach my bottom apps within thumb reach, so I can access anything I wanted to with ease, and everything else above the bottom 2 rows it's just blank. And that is done through a free tweak called iBlank, which makes blank icons that you can use to fill the space. You can also use a tweak called grid lock to just go ahead and lock whatever icon you want to the grid. Or you can get a little bit more advanced and use iconoclasm to create custom layouts and to use ones that people have already created. And the next reason to jailbreak your iPhone or any other device, which I think is my personal favorite reason, is because you have the best, most efficient multitasking method around, thanks to a tweak called OXO LE or Legacy Edition. So as you saw, I just slid up from the bottom, and here is the multitasking interface. I can tap on an app and it loads it very quickly. The animation itself is very quick and smooth, no delay or lag whatsoever. There's just nothing that comes close to this on, I think, any platform. It's just so efficient. You can access multitasking with your thumb. Everything just works really well, and you still have access to all of your control center items, so your quick toggles at the top, your quick launch apps here, your brightness option. If you want to use AirDrop or AirPlay, you can still access that by sliding down a little bit. And of course, you have your media playback with the volume control slider. So everything you can do with control center and multitasking, you can still do with this interface. The next reason to jailbreak is that you can hide icons. Apple is slowly adding to the icons on your home screen from right out of the box that you can't get rid of, such as the Watch app for newer devices or the Game Center app, for instance, and I have those hidden. They are nowhere to be found. All of that is thanks to a tweak called Springtomize, and among other things that it can do, it can hide icons. So if we just go to Pages, and I believe it was the other option, so just icons. So this is where we can go ahead and hide different ones. So as you saw, I also hid Newsstand and Springtomize. The next reason to jailbreak is that you can speed up or just disable some of the core animations. So for example, opening a folder, that is now instant for me. Opening an app, no animation when opening the app either. There's no fade animation or anything. Everything here is just instant. Closing an app is instant. You can immediately begin to use the app once it comes up. Everything is just better than before, and it just feels much faster as well. Another reason to jailbreak is that you can record your iPhone screen directly without the need of a computer. So using Display Recorder, this is exactly what you can do. So if I just go to record, I am now recording my screen. It can also show taps on the screen for where you've actually tapped, as you can see here. And that's Display Recorder. Works very well. Quality is excellent. It does not record audio from the device itself, although it does record microphone audio if you'd like to do a little demonstration while talking into it at the same time. Reason number 6 to jailbreak is that you can clean up app caches without the need of a computer. So some applications such as Tweetbot, it just gets filled with data over time, and you can't do that without a computer. Actually, I believe you can't do that with a computer as of iOS 8.3. I think Apple blocked that off. But using a free app called iCleaner, you can go ahead and do just that. So I have a bunch of different options here set that it can clean up. I could go to Analyze, and I just did this a couple days ago, so there's probably not too much data. Okay, there's actually a pretty decent amount of data that it can clean up. So 1.39 gigs of files that it can remove. None of these would do anything bad to the device either. They're just cache files, different images that have been cached, thumbnails, and things like that are just built up over time that you can finally go ahead and remove with ease. Reason number 7 is that you can access any file you'd like on the file system through iFile. So you can go all the way to the root folder and access everything there if you know what you're doing. And that's really it. Unless you know what you're doing, iFile isn't that useful, but if you're new to jailbreaking and as you learn more, you'll find that iFile is very useful for different things. Reason number 8 to jailbreak your device is that you can create 5 GHz Wi-Fi hotspots through MyWi. So if I just use a standard iOS personal hotspot option, it's going to make a 2.4 GHz network. Now, That's usually the Wi-Fi frequency that most people use in their homes or apartment complexes, so if you do use 2.4 as a hotspot, it might be much slower than using 5 GHz, which in my case is much slower because there's nobody around me who's using a 5 GHz Wi-Fi hotspot. Everybody is on 2.4, so everything is just crowded, and my internet speeds when using 2.4 are much slower than when I use 5 GHz. So as soon as I connect to my MyWi hotspot on 5 GHz, my LTE tethering speeds skyrocket, sometimes 6 to 7 times faster. It's just a massive improvement. And I just wish that Apple would give us a way to choose which frequency we would like to use for our personal hotspots. Reason number 9 to jailbreak is that you can play videos in their own little pop-up windows, much like you see on Android devices, Windows tablets, and soon iOS 9 for the iPad Air 2. I don't have the tweak installed, but it's called Video Pane, and it works much like it does on iOS 9 for the iPad Air 2, where you just bring up a video on a web page, press a button, and up comes the video. You can close the app that you were in and open up another app, and the video would just play in its own little square. The final reason to jailbreak your iOS device is that you can use your data connection for just about anything. So for example, if there's an app more than 100 megabytes in size, you can now go to the App Store app and install apps of any size over your mobile connection. So this is really good for those of us who are on unlimited plans, such as I am on T-Mobile. So for example, I have no idea how large this game is, but it's almost 500 meg. So if I go to get, install, and approve the download, there are no prompts that says that I'm not on Wi-Fi, and as you can see, it is downloading the app just fine. Another example is for iCloud backup. So my iPhone is never on Wi-Fi, it's always on mobile data. So before, with iCloud backups, you would have to be on Wi-Fi, but with 3G Unrestricted 5 from Cydia, you can now make iCloud backups over your mobile data connection. So automatically, whether or not I'm on Wi-Fi, my iPhone will still go ahead and make iCloud backups. As you can see, I'm on LTE and it's working the backup just fine. So those are 10 reasons to jailbreak your iOS device. Now I do have one more, sort of as a little bonus, but for number 11, you can theme your device using a free tweak called Winterboard. As you might have noticed, my icons look different. That's because I'm using a jailbreak theme called Icon, or it might be Iris. I totally forgot what the name of it is, but there are just so many different themes to choose from. I could go over and open Cydia, and I could probably show you some of the newer ones that are out that might look nice. I usually take a look at the paid ones because those do typically look better than the ones you would find that are for free. So if I just go ahead and find one, let's go ahead and take a look at this and see what it looks like. That's probably a theme I would avoid altogether. Just the icons and things are just too dark for what I like. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. That's a little bit brighter, but this is just an example of some of the things that you can do. There are much better looking themes than that all over the place. So that is it with this video. If you have any comments, questions, feedback about this or anything else, feel free to leave those down below in the comments area. But that's it with the video. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon.